What's up, Retro Maniacs? Show day coming at you from Mike's Retro Trading Cards. And I just need a therapy session. I need to sit here and talk to the viewers because I'm thinking about selling off a big chunk of my Tom Brady rookie card collection. What am I thinking? We'll get into the details, but first, hit the music. All right, all right. I admit the intro was a scare tactic to reel you in, talking about selling off my Tom Brady rookie card collection. I am, but it's not because I'm afraid that because Patrick Mahomes won a Super Bowl now all Tom Brady cards are going to go to zero or whatever people are saying. No, it's because I want to consolidate. Okay, so let's work this out. So a few months ago at this point, a couple months ago now at this point, Mike EP and I sat down and did our hobby New Year's resolutions for 2024. You can Mike can link it somewhere. I don't know, somewhere up here. And my I called it my kind of my stretch goal, my stretch resolution, one that I didn't think I was going to be able to really accomplish, but I was going to try. I was going to try hard to accomplish it. Was to sell off some of my low to mid to kind of high-ish, not super high end, but mid high end Brady rookie cards, and take that money and convert it kind of into one big Tom Brady rookie card. So you might be asking why. I don't know if I know that. I don't know if I know that reason yet. But it started, I guess, at the National a couple years ago in Atlantic City. We all survived, in case you were worried about that. We all survived Atlantic City. But EP and I were sitting down talking, and I had just picked up a Upper Deck Victory Brady rookie card in a PSA 9. Got a good price for it. Probably has lost money since then, but still at the time and even now, I got a decent price for it. And EP asked me, and I think at that point I had over 20 Brady rookies. He said, "What's the next step? What are you doing next with your collection? Because there's only so many rookies you can objectively that you can collect. Like the super high end ones are not my wheelhouse. The playoff contenders auto, SP authentic, things like that are not really in my I don't know, they're not in my price range. Okay. I'd love to have them. I think they're really awesome cards, but they're not really in my price range. So after you collect all the ones in the price range, what are you doing next with your Brady collection? And I didn't really have a good answer for that. So a few months later, I decided I am going to buy an SPX Brady rookie. That's kind of the one I thought was expensive, but still attainable. I think it's the absolute. I think it's one of the best looking Brady cards, regardless of value or price, right? But I think it was the most attainable of the high end Brady rookies. I worked with one of the sellers on eBay, gave me a very good price on it. Again, it's probably held its value, might have lost a little bit, but it's not, it's not cratering like some of the other high end cards are. But I knew at that point, buying that card, I couldn't reasonably, even though I sell quite a bit of stuff on eBay, I couldn't reasonably not sell off some Brady rookies to curb the expense of that card. It'd be irresponsible. And I really do believe that if you are a card collector, you need to sell some stuff off to buy other stuff. You can't just buy, and then all of a sudden you look at your credit cards and you're like, whoa, I just maxed out everything I have to buy these cards, and I'm losing my house. Like that's ridiculous, and you should never do that with cards for any hobby, comic books, cards, whatever. You should never do that. But my thinking was if I sell some of these mid to low end cards to curb the expense of the SPX, I'm kind of doing it the right way, right? So I sold a handful of Brady cards. I sold a score Brady rookie in a pretty good grade. I sold a Fleer Ultra. I sold I sold a Prestige. I sold a handful of Brady cards, and I put that money towards the cost of the SPX. And then I thought, had I known maybe 3 years ago when I started buying Brady cards, maybe instead of buying this card for 500 or that card for 1,000, maybe I should have put that money aside and said, once I build up a good amount, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a big Brady card. I've said this, if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. The willpower of card collectors is not very strong. So I don't know if I could have gone 3 years without buying a card that I thought looked cool or a Brady card that I had a chance to get at a good value. I don't think I would have done that. I don't think I would have been able to wait. So for me, at the time, it made sense to buy a Brady card here and there. Now looking back, I kind of wish I would have done it the other way, been patient a little bit, and then went out and spent a lot of the money that I spent on Brady cards on one big one. So I'm kind of trying to retcon my Brady origin story a little bit. And in, at this point, I'm going to have to sell off a good chunk to purchase one of the bigger ones. Okay. Now, I'm not going to tell you what one of the bigger ones even means because we're going to stretch this out. I'm going to do a whole video series on this. Okay. So this was just my thinking out loud. Kind of, I want to get your thoughts too on what you think about this idea of, consolidating your collection and going from having, you know, 15 cards of a player and saying, you know what? No, I want one really big card of a player. Or do you prefer it the opposite way? I have one really big card of a player. I'd love to have a variety of different cards of that player. So this is going to be an interesting experiment. I don't know if I'm going to, because I'm being very bullish with the prices, which could be my downfall a little bit. And we'll talk about that in future videos. But I am being very bullish on the prices. So I might not sell as many off as I would need to make that big purchase. But we'll see. We will see. So I'm going to take you along for the ride a little bit. Hopefully you guys enjoy these type of videos. I'm sure you will let me know if you do not. But this is kind of the intro video. And then what I'm going to do is a video of the five-ish cards, maybe break the rules a little bit, 5 cards that I'd be looking to get. Those big grail type cards that I would be looking to kind of trade off the collection that I have right now. We're going to do a video of the cards I will be moving from my collection. And then we're going to do a video of cards that I have in my collection, that the Brady rookie cards that I have in my collection that I'm not going to move. I'm keeping those cards because I like them too much. And I'll tell you what those are and why I'm keeping them. But please leave your thoughts below. Am I crazy for doing this? Would you do this? Would you do the opposite of this? I want to hear. Definitely subscribe if you're not a subscriber. We have lots of Brady content if you're watching this just because you saw Brady in the title. We have lots of Brady content on the channel. Hit the like button, comment below, do all those YouTube things. We appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one.